Another part of planning questions is thinking about when you will ask these questions. So, is there a spot in your lesson where you plan to address misconceptions? So, maybe you have some data based on this class or even previous classes where you know students tend to have some misconceptions. Is there a spot where you can plan questioning to help students address this? Which questions will you plan for when you're practicing or modeling a problem or a skill as a whole class? Which questions will you plan for independent or group work to encourage students? So, both of these are important because you might want to ask questions a different way when you're practicing or modeling versus when students are on their own. So, when you're practicing or modeling, you might be using some metacognition, you might be showing how you're thinking. You might want students to engage with your process rather than actually the problem itself. And then when they're working independently or in groups, you might be working more on their own thinking and their own approach to the problem. And also, which questions will you plan for whole class discussion when you want to increase student talk? So, how can you strategically plan questions that will help that volleyball idea happen rather than that ping pong idea we talked about? So, how do you get the students engaged and the students asking and answering questions so you become more of a facilitator instead of driving the discussion?